If you're a painting contractor, you've got a lot to juggle. Multiple projects going on, inventory amount. The last thing you want to worry about is your insurance. So today, I'm going to help you figure out what insurance you might need, which ones you don't, and how to make sure you have the cheapest. Painting contractors are in demand right now. There are so many people out there doing home renovations because buying a new home is crazy right now. So they're inviting you guys to come in. Hey, let's redo our kitchen or make an addition to our home, all those sort of things. So painting contractors are booming right now, which is awesome. But you want to make sure that you have the right insurance policy so that you're covered no matter what goes wrong. So the first thing you want to do as a painting contractor is get your general liability policy. If you're starting out, that might be new. If you've been in business for a while, you know all about it. GL is the first thing you want to get. It's $1 million per occurrence, $2 million aggregate, and that is kind of across the board where you start off and then go up from there. And that is what you will want to have. Some people want to see that before you even step on site in their premises, because if you cause damage to something or you injure somebody, they want to go back and sue you and reclaim some of those damages from you. This will protect you from, say you have you're painting a wall and you have your paint sitting right outside of a hallway. Someone comes walking down that hallway, the homeowner doesn't know that you're there, and they slip in the paint and fall and break their leg. They sue you, and that is covered under your general liability policy. So that protects your business from large lawsuits and potentially going bankrupt. Your insurance covers it, pays that person out, no matter how dumb it might seem. They're covered, they're good, and your business is safe. The second thing is your contractor's tools and equipment. As a painting contractor, some of your equipment can be high-end like sprayers. Sometimes it's low-end like just rollers or paintbrushes. That stuff, no big deal. You probably don't need insurance for that. And so if you have that on your policy, you can remove that. Probably things over, say, $2,000 you want to have as a good practice on your policy, that if it gets stolen, it's burnt down in a home, something like that happens, we will pay you to go buy a brand new one so that you can keep on going with your business and be good to go. So those are two things you want to make sure you have on your policy as a painting contractor. The third element that a lot of painting contractors don't have that is crucial is voluntary property damage. So VPD, as we call it in the insurance world, or voluntary property damage, just states that you have coverage for things that are in your care, custody, and control. So insurance is not meant to be a warranty type of exposure or type of protection for you. It's meant to be for those weird, strange things that happen. So for example, you walk into someone's home and you're working on a wall. It's this wall right here. And this trophy here is worth $10,000. You don't know that. You go to move the trophy and happen to drop it. This trophy is under your care, custody, and control as a professional contractor since you're working on this wall. This is not covered by your general liability policy, but this would be picked up under your voluntary property damage. So that is what that coverage is for, and it's a big deal for contractors like you who work especially inside homes. If you're moving vases, if you're moving picture frames, anything like that, it's a big deal. Another thing is if you have your paint there and you happen to spill some on a TV or on a special piece of furniture, that's all under your care, custody, and control because you are the professional painter and you should know what you're doing. And that is covered by the voluntary property damage. There's a cost to it. It's not that much. And a lot of times it's very worth it to have that on your policy. The other aspect of it is you want to make sure that you have additional insured covered if they are asking for it. So if you work on a lot of commercial projects, commercial buildings, stuff like that, the GC will want to make sure that you have additional insured status on your certificate of liability insurance showing that they have access to your policy. So it's nice to have the conversation with your insurance agent beforehand so that there's no surprise expenses or cost down the road. You know that expense of additional insureds, and you can pass that along to your customers as need be in your bidding and quoting process. A lot of insurance companies don't like people who work high above 2 stories. So if you work below that, you'll have a cheaper rate than people who work above that. But generally, that is the key points of what you need as a painting contractor. The general liability, the first thing. Second is protection for all of your equipment and tools. And third, the cool thing to make sure you have is the voluntary property damage to protect you from the kind of stupid things that you might do while you're painting a wall or in somebody's home. So think about those things. Check out your policy. If you're not sure if your policy has that, feel free to reach out. We're happy to take a look at your policy for you and let you know any recommendations we might have, any things you could remove from it, any things you should add to it to make sure you have the best possible policy for your business. Hopefully that's helpful. Check out our other videos to see what other insurance tips you might learn, and see you next time.